In part A, we need to show that 2x plus 1 multiplied by x plus 3 multiplied by 3x plus 7 can be written in the form ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d, where a, b, c and d are integers. Let's start by multiplying 2x plus 1 by x plus 3. We can multiply these double brackets using Moon method, which you might be familiar with. We'll start with 2x multiplied by x. 2x multiplied by x is equal to 2x squared. Then we can do 2x multiplied by 3. 2x multiplied by 3 is equal to 6x. Then we can do 1 multiplied by x, which is equal to x. And then we can do 1 multiplied by 3, which is equal to 3. And you can see why this is called Moon method, because the shape we make looks like a moon. Now we're left with 2x squared plus 6x plus x plus 3. Now we can simplify this, because 6x plus x is equal to 7x. And so 2x plus 1 multiplied by x plus 3 is equal to 2x squared plus 7x plus 3. But now we still need to multiply this by 3x plus 7. So we need to do 2x squared plus 7x plus 3 all multiplied by 3x plus 7. And you can see that we've highlighted 3x in blue and 7 in orange. This is because we're going to multiply 3x by every term in 2x squared plus 7x plus 3, and then we're going to multiply 7 by every term in 2x squared plus 7x plus 3. We'll start by multiplying 3x. Now 3x multiplied by 2x squared is equal to 6x cubed. Then we have 3x multiplied by 7x, which is equal to 21x squared, and then 3x multiplied by 3, which is equal to 9x. And so this is written in blue, because these are the terms multiplied by 3x. Now we can do the same for 7. 7 multiplied by 2x squared is equal to 14x squared. 7 multiplied by 7x is equal to 49x. And 7 multiplied by 3 is equal to 21. And so we can see that 2x plus 1 multiplied by x plus 3 multiplied by 3x plus 7 is equal to 6x cubed plus 21x squared plus 9x plus 14x squared plus 49x plus 21. But we need to simplify this so that it can be written in the form ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d. And we can do this by collecting like terms. We have 6x cubed. Then we have 21x squared plus 14x squared, which is equal to 35x squared. Then we have 9x plus 49x, which is equal to 58x. And then we have plus 21. And so we've now found that 2x plus 1 multiplied by x plus 3 multiplied by 3x plus 7 is equal to 6x cubed plus 35x squared plus 58x plus 21, where a is equal to 6, b is equal to 35, c is equal to 58, and d is equal to 21. Now in part b, we need to solve 1 minus x all squared is less than 9 over 25. Now we can start by square rooting each side. And so we end up with 1 minus x is less than plus minus 3 over 5. Because the square root of 9 over 25 is equal to 3 over 5, which we found by squaring the numerator and squaring the denominator. Now remember that when we square root something, we have to have the plus minus, because the square roots could be positive or negative. Now we need to solve this inequality using both solutions for plus 3 over 5 and minus 3 over 5. Now we'll start by using positive 3 over 5, and so we can say that 1 minus x is less than 3 over 5. Now we can move the minus x over to the right hand side, and we have 1 is less than 3 over 5 plus x. And moving the 3 over 5 over to the left hand side, we have 1 take away 3 over 5 is less than x, and so we can say that 2 over 5 is less than x. Now we're going to do the same thing using minus 3 over 5. And so we have 1 minus x is less than minus 3 over 5. Now there's a really important rule that we need to know about when using inequalities. And so when you use inequalities, if you multiply both the left hand side and the right hand side by a negative number, the inequality sign changes. And so we'll see exactly what this means in just a moment. We're going to multiply both sides by minus 1. Minus 1 multiplied by 1 minus x is equal to minus 1 plus x. And minus 1 multiplied by minus 3 over 5 is equal to positive 3 over 5. So we have minus 1 plus x is greater than 3 over 5, and you can see that because we multiplied by -1, which is a negative number, the inequality sign changes from a less than sign to a more than sign. Now we can move the -1 from the left hand side over to the right hand side, and so we can say that x is greater than 3 over 5 plus 1, which is equivalent to saying that x is greater than 8 over 5. So we found that 2 over 5 is less than x, and x is greater than 8 over 5, which means that x is in between 2 over 5 and 8 over 5, and so we need to combine these inequalities when we write our final answer. And so we can say that 2 over 5 is less than x, which is less than 8 over 5. Now this question is worth 6 marks. We get the first mark in part A for doing 2x plus 1 multiplied by x plus 3. We get the second mark for multiplying 2x squared plus 7x plus 3 by 3x plus 7. And we get the third mark for correctly simplifying and for getting a final answer of 6x cubed plus 35x squared plus 58x plus 21. We get the fourth mark in part B for saying that 1 minus x is less than plus minus 3 over 5. We get the fifth mark for using both plus 3 over 5 and minus 3 over 5 to find that 2 over 5 is less than x, and x is greater than 8 over 5. And we get the sixth mark for combining these inequalities and for getting the correct final answer that 2 over 5 is less than x, which is less than 8 over 5. Allowing us to get the full 6 marks needed in this question.